Hi folks, this is Liz. We're going to make a card today. We're going to make this what I think of as a single layer card, except for the popped up pillows here that we did separately. I'm going to show you how to do this, and we're going to show you how to do it pretty fast. We're going to use the Sitting Here stamp set from Stampin' Up. It's a photopolymer stamp set. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually use a stamping tool called the MISTI. Now this is the MISTI, this is the large MISTI. And I'm going to show you how to put these on here with your card. Now, I have clean stamps. We're going to put our card base. This is just white, 8.5 by 5.5. And I'm going to put this in here. I have two magnets here. I'm going to get those out of the way because I'm going to set it up. Now, this would be the front of my card. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually fix this so that we have, notice the dog is in the basket, so we have to do some masking here, but that's not too hard to do on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all these stamps on here. We're going to position them upside down as if I'm stamping them right on the cardstock where I want it. I want my swing to be right about here. Now notice 4 1/4 is right here. If you think of that, 4 1/4, there's the front of my card. So this is the front of the card, and it kind of helps to keep that in mind. That's why I put that magnet right there, because I wanted to see where the edge of my card was. And the first thing I'm going to put down is I'm going to put anything that I want in the foreground. So I'm going to put the dog down here. I'm putting these stamps upside down because now these are clean. I cleaned them, I hope. Just a little stained, that's all. They are sticky, so they do stick to your fingers to get them on there straight. I just want to make sure I have enough room for the basket, because the basket's going to go over here somewhere after I get what I want here. Now I got a verse here that says, just sitting here thinking of you. And I'm going to stamp that right here. If I can get it off my fingers. Get it straight. Okay. And I'm going to close the MISTI, and that picks up those stamps. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink them. I'm going to use Memento Black. And what's really cool about the MISTI is that if I don't get it really good impression on my stamp, then I can do it again. So let's see what happens here. I didn't really take a lot of time to ink that. Flip it over, press it down on your card. Okay, open it up. Check out your impression. Yeah, it could be a little darker in the bench. I probably didn't put a lot on, so I can re-ink the bench a little bit. And I think the dog looks pretty good. I get that bench really nice. Okay, open it back up again. I'm going to turn this so you can see it. Try to keep it on the thing. Now, what I want to do is I want to mask off the dog. So I'm going to move the magnets. I'm going to turn my cardstock, I've got it here. That was the front of the card, okay? And now I want the front of the card on this side of the MISTI. So I'm going to turn it 180 degrees like this. I know that doesn't make any sense to you, but it will. And I'm going to try to put these where they're not going to hit up there with my stamps when they come down. Now I'm not going to, what I do want to do is I want to put a piece of scrap paper in here. Now the reason I'm putting scrap paper in on this side is my stamps are dirty now. I don't want to get this side of the paper, this is the back of my card, and I don't really want to get that dirty. So I'm going to put my magnets, I'm just going to make sure the magnets do not hit the stamps, and they don't. Okay, so the magnets are here, the stamps are around them, and that's okay. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to mask off that dog with my dog mask. I just stamped this on Post-it. So I don't want to stamp a basket over top of him, but I'm going to put him in a little basket. So I'm going to put the basket upside down because I want to position this stamp where I want to stamp it. So it's upside down as if I'm going to stamp it, and then I'm going to close the MISTI on it and pick up the stamp. Leave this dog mask down because I don't want to stamp over top of him, and I'm just going to ink my basket, and then I'm going to close it again and press it down. I get a good impression. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. If it wasn't good, ink it again and reclose it. Okay, after you're done there, you can take the dog off. Okay, take your card out. And now you have the whole scene stamped with the exception of the pillows. So what I did with this was I colored this in with colored pencils just because I find them very quick. And I'll show you how I did the pillows because the pillows are not that bad. You're going to take a piece of scrap white cardstock. I just put both of them on an acrylic block because it was easier that way than monkeying around and messing up the MISTI again. If I want to make more than one card, the MISTI is going to be great for that because I can just put them in there, flip it back and forth, and make a lot of cards just with that. And since the pillows are going to be colored in anyway, I don't have to worry too much about them. Now, when I colored in the pillows, I colored green and a turquoisey blue in that one pillow, and charcoal. So you don't have to be real fancy about coloring in this pillow, and you don't even have to stay inside the line because you're going to cut them out. So if I go down in between, I'm just going to do straight lines between those dots. Also, if you make a mistake with colored pencils, you can erase. So that's kind of neat. Okay, and then I'm going to color in the dots with blue. You don't have to be real exact with this because it's just something we're going to put on the front. And now I'm going to cut it out. I would do the other one too, but I think you're going to get the idea once I do this one, how I do the other one. Oh, I forgot something. I want to put a gray shadow. I like to put gray shadows around the pillow because it makes it look just down here, up here, maybe on the side. It just makes it look a little more 3D. Once you cut it out, we're going to take our scoring tool from our scoreboard. This is an old black thing, Stampin' Up! Used to sell. We're going to take the thick end, there's a fine end. I don't want to use that because I might poke right through it. So I'm going to use the end here, and I'm just going to go back and forth across this back side of this pillow. I'm not going to go all the way up to the edges. I'm just curving it a little to make it pop up a little. You're going to do the same thing with a round pillow. And then you're going to take a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals, foam tape, whatever you have, put those in there. And then you're going to just set it on the bench after you color the bench in. I colored the bench in with gray, and then I put blue stripes on the pillow, color the dog, however you want to color it. And there's your card. Okay? Hope you enjoyed that. I should have the MISTI all set up for my Stamp Camp people, so it should be all ready to go. All they have to do is remember, mask off the dog, and you guys will have to remember to put a piece of scrap paper down on the right side after. You should put it on the left side before you stamp your right side. So if I were going to make another card right now, I would move my, if I was going to make another card right now with this all set up like this already, I would move the scrap paper to the left side, put my cardstock in, put the scrap paper on the left side, stamp. Once I had a good impression over here, take this off, flip your card around, put it on the other right side, and mask off your dog, and then stamp your basket. Okay? Hope you enjoyed that.